IMTS features the technologies of right now up on the show floor, but you can also get a glimpse of its future right here in the NIMS Student Skills Center. Students from all over the country come right here to learn about manufacturing from a technology standpoint and also about the careers that are available in this exciting industry.
The Student Skills Center is an opportunity to connect young people with today's industry. Oftentimes they don't know very much about manufacturing, engineering, and technology, and this gives them an opportunity to see the newest technology that's out there, connect with industry representatives, and maybe start planning a future with this industry. We've had well over 1,000 students here every day. We're expecting another 1,000 tomorrow, and ultimately it's probably going to be around 6,000 for the week, which is great.
Do you think the kids have gotten a lot out of it?
Oh, definitely. This year more than ever, because we've had so many interactive displays down here where they can actually touch and feel and simulate things. It goes a lot further than a table full of brochures, so they're really learning and being stimulated by it.
What's one of the most popular stops down here?
Everything is kind of taking its fair share, but we do have a FIRST robotics team here. OMAX brought them in, and they brought a basketball shooting robot, so that's been pretty popular. That or the Chilean miner rescue capsule that came in thanks to the Edge Factor, and students have actually been going up there, getting inside of it, taking pictures, and it was fun.
Very good. So why do you think it's important to take this message to young people?
Because oftentimes they don't get it anywhere else. We try to work with schools and counties across the country to encourage STEM education and the importance of it, and oftentimes they just don't learn about it in their schools, so we're stepping in from the industry side and giving them that chance to learn about a world they might have never really known about.
So beyond students, you've had some guidance counselors and teachers here too, correct? And what do you have for them?
We had about a 2-hour conference for them on Wednesday to stress all the same points, because while students are often unaware of the industry, it sort of begins with principals and guidance counselors, because they're the ones who are funding the training programs at high schools, and they're the ones that are offering students the different pathways if they are looking for a vocational or technical field.
Do you think you've given any of them like kind of a light bulb moment about it?
Oh, definitely. We had some great speakers from Sandvik and Edge Factor, also from the Chicago Manufacturing Renaissance Council. So they, I think, really had an eye-opener, and hopefully take that home and start getting some kids in our industry.
I'm technically an ambassador for the Career Launchpad, and it's explaining to the youth about the career opportunities and possibilities that manufacturing can provide for them, and just getting them exposed to really what's out there for them, and really that this is a very viable and great career to get into. I believe there were some light bulbs that definitely went on, and I think this is something that could be a possibility for them, and probably something that they never even thought of before. So it was great exposing them to this, and hopefully what the industry needs is more youth and talent to really funnel the pipeline there. Well, my sales pitch would be, name 2 things in this world that are not manufactured, and really the answer to that would be nature, trees, grass, etc., and babies. Everything else that you deal with is manufactured, so it had to be made somewhere. And I tell them, even the shelves of Walmart and Target, guess what? The screws and objects don't magically appear on the shelves. They're actually manufactured somewhere, and it's good to get to know the back side of it, or at least the front side of it, to see where it's actually developed or created. Average salary typically for an operator, which is the entry-level position for a CNC machinist, that's about $15 an hour, and now I'm starting to see that even climb. And that's not including the overtime, the backlog of hours that they're going to have to be working. So it actually adds up to be even more than that. And the career opportunities, or the chances for advancement, are even greater. So they could be making $20 to $25 an hour even a couple years out of school. So we train on CNC machines, which are, I guess, the it thing to do. We were doing it when it wasn't even the it thing to do many years ago. But now we're starting to see, we get calls from employers all the time just begging us, give us some resumes. I can't find enough people. And even the CNC manufacturers, they'd say we'd sell more machines if we could attach an operator to it. So it's definitely very prevalent in the industry, and with the aging workforce, which I think is very kind of prevalent in the industry now, There's going to be folks exiting the industry, and you're going to need a lot more youth to come in there. So there's going to be a knowledge gap or a knowledge vacuum that's going to occur in the next decade. So even though the numbers might stay the same, it's going to be a lot of folks exiting who really are at that retirement age, the baby boomers, and you're going to have a lot of youth coming into it. So it'll be an exciting time and great for development, great for technology, everything.
So I understand this is a machine that you sell to VOTEC schools and other educational programs.
Yes.
Can you tell us about it?
Yeah, it's a 2-axis NIM mill. You can use it manually, or it can be a 2-axis CNC. It's got conversational programming, so it's very easy to use. It's a good entry-level machine for kids to learn on. They can learn the manual side of it, and then you can gradually work them into the CNC instead of throwing them into a full-blown CNC situation. We sell knee mills like this. We also have a line of bed mills and lathes and machining centers also.
Is this the only machine that you sell to students?
No, they have our machining centers also, but primarily this is the more popular one for the trade schools and things. Customers that I've talked to are wanting to hire, but the machinists aren't there to hire, so they're really looking hard to try to find the people to fill their positions.
So there's easy jobs to be had, in other words.
They're out there, yeah, definitely.
I'm guessing that IFANIC is using the Student Summit as kind of a recruiting tool. So what kind of outreach are you doing with students here?
Well, it's certainly a recruiting tool, as well as it's a tool to expose students to jobs in manufacturing. I think students sometimes today don't know how advanced new industry is and how advanced robotics are, and sometimes think that factories are really sturdy, dangerous and dirty and dull places, but really it's not. Now with the way technology is advancing, we've got great things like robots and machines, and the technology just continues to grow, but the need for students with this type of training and skills and to go out there and operate this type of equipment, there's a desperate need in the market for it. Our big promotion is we're trying to certify students how to operate and program robots to get them job-ready skills, so they can walk into a factory and know how to pick up a teach pendant and understand how to operate the robot. We think that's going to give them a significant leg up and help keep a lot of the jobs here in this country using automation.
Now, of the robots that you have here, are any of these maybe ones that you sell to VOTEC schools or ones that are in use in that kind of setting?
Yes, that's actually these carts. That's exactly what they're used for. This is a training cart package that we offer to high schools, community colleges, universities, where we would train an instructor and certify that instructor. Then that instructor could certify their students as operators and programmers.
So how have your impressions been of the Student Summit this week?
Oh, it's been great. The kids come in here and they're just so excited to see the robots, and then we've got a hands-on demonstration, so I'm able to show them that it's not as hard as they think. I think some of the students maybe are intimidated, thinking that they're going to be punching in zeros and ones and doing all this binary code, and it's a lot easier than people think to operate our robots.
What kind of questions do they have about the industry?
A lot of the times they're, well, what would this robot be used for? And it's kind of hard to give an answer because they're used in so many varieties of applications. So I try to tell them, it's electronics, like, making cell phones, or picking up big bags of dog food, or if you see a car commercial with all those yellow robots welding a car, that's us. And you see the light bulbs go on. So.
Do you think that there's maybe been some aha moments of the kids you've seen here?
Oh, absolutely. I see. I had a kid yesterday that was just, "This is so cool. This is so cool," and it's like a light bulb goes off in his head that this could be a great potential career for me. So.
Being an industry where women really aren't represented too much, what drew you into getting an interest in it?
I kind of want to try looking into it because it's not something traditionally that women are a part of, and so I would like to change that. We went here a couple years back and we saw some really cool machines that cut stuff with water, and I don't know, just seeing what pops up.
My dad brought me here. He got recommendation from her parents to come here, and I really want to be an engineer, so I wanted to see if this is really what I wanted to do, and I really want to do this. I like to see things progress, so to have something be on the drawing table that you took time to figure out and just create, and then see the final product and have all those steps in between and how much effort you put into it, it's very rewarding. I've seen so many cool things today, like planes and the car that goes about 300 miles an hour, something to do with automotive technology and engineering. That'd be so cool, because I really like to build stuff. I really like cars, and I think they're so cool, and I'd like to help progress that. Like Clara said, I want to help create equality in this field where women are very underrepresented, and I just want to show the guys that we can do this too. Like it's not just your thing.
So remember, the students that you see on the show floor today at IMTS are not just your future employees, they're also your future customers. Keep the outreach going so we can grow a strong manufacturing industry tomorrow. This has been Penny Brown with IMTS TV.